Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein in the Road 100, and we can all say goodbye to floor game now that we are on the desk. Finally, the desk is done, and we are back in action, like a legit person sitting at a real desk. So anyways, here we're going to be running Perseus in the government outskirts, and what we're going to be pairing up here for, in a sense, is to get ourselves to 160 blood resist, because we have already 43, and between Elemental Wall, Blood Guard, and Blood Barrier Tonic, we will be at a point where the Queen's Knight Reborn won't be such a problem for us, and we can pair that with Deft Parry and the Crimson Longsword Devour to get back all the Ichor we're going to need, and we're going to have a very, very, very high dark value here. And if you want, you could also go for the Collateral Spur or Suicide Spur, however you wish to say it, and you could go for the intensified version as well, and you would get a little bit more defense versus the Queen's Knight Reborn. But because I wanted to go for a quick mobility, you can do this. But if you also go for the Suicide Spur, you actually get another gift slot along the way, and so you could, go for something else like weapon drain rating up, or something beneficial like one-handed sword mastery, or tirelessness, or improved regeneration, or something like that. If you wanted to go for a little bit more dark value, and since we don't have anything here that's dark or light value damage, our light value is irrelevant for damage, but it scales with elemental walls, so that's why we are going with the Ivory Grace here. And also the Ivory Grace is picked up in the outskirts here, and so it makes good sense to use it along the way. So as we go along, we probably won't be using blood, blood guard or anything like that along the way, and so, oops, okay, I was too late there on the parry, unfortunately, and so we'll just ignore that for now. Okay, and we'll go for a couple of attacks here. Okay, no parries. No parries are allowed, apparently, and that is really unfortunate. But that's okay. We'll do fine. I could have got one down. And as all things are considered here, oops, we almost fell off the edge. Because we are going for very fast cast attacks and such, being able to ruin those giant enemies easily and quickly, it's very, very advantageous for us, all things considered, to actually kill them very, 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 very fast with a couple of our attacks. Okay. Oops. Okay. Okay. Apparently, I'm not allowed to parry anything ever again because of staggers and everything else, so very unfortunate there. We'll go for Blood Guard here. Whoops. Apparently, Blood Guard doesn't help you when you fall off the edge. Man, I just was not paying attention there at all. So let's just go ahead and run through here. And the cool thing is that you have, an incredible damage set and everything, and how you go about engaging all of the enemies and such. It just makes for a very, very, very fast engagement setup, just because you are quick mobility, and that is great, all things considered. But as you can see, if you get hit once or twice or anything like that, everything goes downhill very, 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 very quick. Okay, and if we were not going to get, all of our stamina taken away here, then we could go for parries and get some damage done here very quick. Ouch. Okay, we just about died and just about fell off the edge. Couldn't actually tell what was happening, so Fortunately, we didn't actually get killed. Um, so we can continue on here. And the nice thing about this is, as you can see, like you absolutely have an incredible amount of damage based on each of these gifts here and everything. It's really great. Okay, Eva's dead. I'm dead. Eva's back. I'm dead. And Rip Haze. No. Okay. Well, there goes our Haze. Eva's dead. And I'm dead. So that's the problem, is that we have literally no physical defenses of any kind to speak of
Thanks.
for the adventuring part.
What could that
And
be?
that's where the
Lost
funny
of
part
sight.
of this all comes in,
Going
is the fact that we have all of this wonderful blood resist and everything for the Queen's Knight Reborn, but
This is a
for
dangerous
everything
place to
else here,
fight.
we are going to be completely ruined in like every single possible way here. So it's going to be a struggle just to get to the Queen's Knight Reborn, but everything else will be completely doable and amazing. Okay, I didn't get the parry off. Okay, no parry. Okay. Okay, and we're dead again. And we're literally dead again. So yeah, very, 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 very awful here to actually trade with these enemies,
Take a
for
deep
sure.
breath.
And going for the parries at low stamina,
Look.
as you can see, is costing us several wonderful, beneficial engagements here, all things considered, because we're constantly going for other things and stuff. So very, very, very bad. Okay. And let's just go ahead and heal and forget about that. So if we
Not a lot
are
of
just
freedom
going
here.
to get through here as quickly as possible, we can just do those kinds of things and eliminate these guys pretty quickly. And there's a parry. So we got our stamina back, which it doesn't matter because we didn't have any stamina loss at all. Okay. But as far as damage
That
output
wasn't what I
goes,
expected.
we are absolutely
Worked hard for
capable
that. So let's
to
see.
ruin each of these enemies that we come up against. So it's very, very nice that we can take them out quickly, effectively, easily. Ouch. Okay, let's go ahead and get a backstab here. It is practically dead. Ouch. Ouch. Eva, please. Okay, she's dead. Come back, Eva. I'm dead. Oh, man. And Gift Prowess was on cooldown, so... oh, man, don't you love it? Don't you love to see the death
I
pour
see a
out
rock.
everywhere, everywhere, everywhere? So this is the boss fight of the map, not the Queen's Knight Reborn.
You were awful.
And you'll see when we get there
Lost a
just
bit.
how ridiculous that fight is.
Gracious.
So that's why we are giving ourselves a bad time for these fights here, because if there's no challenge, then
This
what's
is
the
a
point of
dangerous
playing?
place to fight.
And so we're going to give ourselves a little bit of challenge here in just the adventuring parts of the adventure here. So, oh, whoops, too early. We're dead. Thanks, Eva. Okay, there's a parry. Good grief. And now we can go into this and this. Good. Okay. Good, good, good. That worked out better. Not still not stellar by any means. Okay. And this is the problem with the Ivory Grace, is that you are constantly down bad because of how aggressive everything is and how much damage everything does. But if you can get the damage out on the enemy first, you can absolutely ruin everything quickly and easily. So, okay. There we go. So as you can see there, if you do get up on an enemy and you have all the ichor possible, you can really uh, do some really good damage overall. Come on, there's the backstab. Okay. And because we have lightning damage, it's extra beneficial and super effective versus these Blood Knights, which is really good. And we definitely need our gift casting speed. Okay, and we just need to get a bunch of ichor back from these hounds here. Okay.
This is a dangerous place to fight.
Okay. Eva, stop knocking it over. You need to kill it. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and heal. And let's run in here and do this. And do this. Okay. Ooh, a tungsten. That's like the best news of the day. Let's go ahead and pick this up and let's head back. So that was very beneficial and lucrative to go for that enemy. Okay, and we have literally no defense versus this enemy, so let's go ahead and buff up here. Okay, there's a parry for good measure. Okay, and then we can pummel the enemy here. Good. And I think Eva killed the other fellas, so that's great for us. So we're doing pretty poorly here, going through the outskirts, but that was to be expected. But then as soon as we get to the what's his name, the Queen's Knight Reborn, we're just going to ruin everything, which will be fun. Ouch. Okay. Get rid of him, and then we will continue on with this gunner here, and he needs some encouragement usually. So if you can get him over to the edge, then he can be eliminated pretty quickly and easily. Okay, let's go ahead and heal, and let's try and not die. There's a backstab. Okay, now that is very dangerous to run over here and go for a backstab like that without any ability here to actually consistently find the backstab spot. Good. That was pretty precarious there in that corner because we couldn't get a backstab, but we were able to constantly, you know, get behind her there and damage her, which was very beneficial to us. Okay. Definitely going to take on this enemy so Eva can go for the other enemy over there if she so chooses. Okay. Oh, okay. Good job, Eva. And she pushed him off the edge, so we don't need to worry about him at all. Great. And we got the run back opened. And what are the chances that we actually get all the way to the missile without dying in this area? Not great. The chances are not great at all. Okay, here we go. There we go. There's a backstab, so that'll put us in the running here to actually kill this thing. Okay, now we got monkeys or lots of tough enemies. I think we'll take the tough enemies instead of monkeys, because I just absolutely hate the monkeys. And also, I think we'll be able to survive a little bit here. Let's go for Blood Guard. And let's get a Blood Barrier tonic going. And we'll go for a Gift Accelerator, so we are fully up on our gifts here. And everything will go swimmingly. Okay. Nice. And a titanium, that's fine. I'll take that. Okay, and now we should be pretty well along here on invincibilities, or at least getting close to it. Okay. Yep. We are very far on our defensive abilities here, so it's great. Now, this enemy is going to be a super problem here. Great. And we didn't die, even though we got hit by the enemy once. And that is where the wonder and amazement of the blood defenses comes in. Beneficial here. Okay. That should have killed us in normal circumstances here. Okay. Would you stop? I just want to do a launch attack. There we go. Good. Okay, excellent. We were able to take the beating there very, very hard and survive all the way through. And that's how much blood defense we actually have, is for these enemies to, not kill us. Eva, get out of the way. Oh, wow. That was a very, very dubious backstab there. As well as that kill. We should have died there, probably, because she was on the downswing and we were caught out. So, good thing that nothing happened there. Okay, so let's go ahead and heal and get everything topped off, and let's head into the fight here with Wonder Boy himself. And now, if we do get parries during his fight, we will get all of our stamina back, which will be important to keep the onslaught going for our weapon, to get Ichor back, and so on and so forth. So keep all of that in mind as we get in here. And we'll use a couple of items here along the way. And this, and now our blood resist is 175, which is very, very, very good. Okay, excellent. Well, that worked out swimmingly there. Okay. And we are out of elemental wall. Oh boy. So now the bad part comes, where we are leaked and we cannot get Ichor anymore. Okay. And we're out of stamina there and everything. And we're dead. Eva, please. No, she's dead. We're dead. But you can see that for most of the fight, you have insane amounts of Ichor and everything. And it's completely a simple fight where you just kind of jump on him and you burst him down with everything you have. And getting the stamina back is the hard part, just because of the fact that you're waiting for something that you can parry, which there's only a couple of moves that you actually can parry. So getting into the fight is, quite a bit of fun. And this guy absolutely is a great fight, and this is one of the really, really good ways to go about engaging him. Okay, that was awesome. Alright, and let's go. Ouch, our elemental wall is over now. Okay, let's get some stamina. Get him, Eva. Okay. We definitely need that leak to end. And we need some Ichor here.
I got this.
Okay, awesome. And you can see that the incredible amount of awesomeness here that you have available to you, just because of the fact that you're pretty much invincible overall. It really, really works out for a very, very fast pressure fight of very, very fast casts and very, very fast Ichor recovery. It's not the greatest Ichor recovery. You could get some more, but you wouldn't
Wait a
have as fast casting as you normally would, just because of the fact that um, you would have to give up gift prowess or something like that. Now, the interesting part of this is that it wrecks the Queen's Knight Reborn completely, but the adventuring part of it is the really, really tough part, just because of the fact that all of the enemies hit like trucks in this area, and the Ivory Grace has no defenses really to speak of, except for blood resist, which is the only thing that we're banking on in this entire area. So versus the Blood Knights and the Queen's Knight Reborn, this does pretty well. All things considered, at 175 blood resist, that's pretty good. But for the actual adventuring with the ladies, the euphoric soldiers, and everything else, it goes really, really, really poorly. So, anyways, Perseus does pretty well for defense and damage output. It doesn't do so well for physical defense, so keep that in mind. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for another stream. I can't wait. See you there.